I actually didn't know much about açaí before coming to Brazil, and one of the things I learned is how versatile it is. I think something that we have been noticing is that there's just a lack of information that is being, given to the farmers, and there just needs to be more education and sharing of knowledge about harvesting the açaí from the juçara palm tree. I've been plant-based and vegan for almost 7 years now, and that has gotten me very interested and passionate about sustainable agriculture and fair and equitable food systems, and how we can improve the livelihoods of people and the environment through food. And so when we saw the Centro Ecologico project as a part of our school's program, it just seemed like a perfect fit. We were all of us in the group were very interested in working on a social impact project that can really help the local communities, and working with a nonprofit or an NGO in the local regions that's helping to do that. And that is what Centro Ecologico does.
So this week's been very fascinating and eye-opening. I think we've certainly learned a lot. We had some hypotheses that we really wanted to get some answers on to help with our project, and the amount of detail and the information that we found was very eye-opening. I think some of the things that really stuck out were that there was a big demand for açaí, and the supply is just not available to meet that demand. Which is really encouraging. It's going to really help us in being able to work on this project and create an awesome plan for Centro Ecologico as well. It was really eye-opening to see how much our hypotheses were correct, and all the information that we received to help back up our conclusions as well. I didn't know what to expect, so what I saw was just really eye-opening, and it was a really fun time. I don't know, that's not a good answer. The most challenging thing, I think, is just getting more feedback from various people on the juçara açaí production chain. We spoke to a lot of people this week and interviewed more, but I think the more information that you can get and getting all those perspectives to really create a good conclusion and an accurate one, the more feedback you can get, the better. So I think the challenge is to obviously take the lessons that we've learned already from the interviews and that we've conducted, and expanding on that and getting more information from a variety of different people who work throughout the product cycle of juçara açaí.
Before coming to Brazil, and when we were assigned the project, I had thought that juçara was not well known, and I didn't know how many people we would interact with that would understand what we were trying to do. But I think from being here for a week and talking with all of the different people in each part of the process, including the kids at the school, we learned that juçara is very well known, and that the idea of increasing supply is well known. And so I think it helped me understand better about how it's a native plant that is protected, and that we are helping drive the mission of growing it, and there is a lot of support in the community to do so.
I'm not asking. So when we got here, we weren't sure if we would be able to, make an impact in our project. We had no idea, but talking to the farmers, talking to the locals here, it's clear how important this plant is, and how important growing local food with sustainable practices, and the agroforestry movement is booming. And it's really exciting to know that this juçara tree can grow in areas that are already planted for harvesting. The people that we talked to seem to be very excited about this plant, and we're now that we've gone through this whole week, it's reassuring to know that what we're doing, I think, can really help here. We can prove that that this product can make a difference financially to some of these people, and kind of build the supply of this that the local farmers are growing. The difference that this plant will make for both the growers of the plant, for the consumers of the plant, for the local economy as a whole. It seems like it will do great things when we can finally get some support behind growing this. And I really hope that what we're doing as our project can help facilitate that.
So my experience here in Rio Grande do Sul, working with Centro Ecológico this week has been amazing. More specifically, one thing that really did create an impact in my life is how closely connected are the farmers and the livelihoods of the farmers, and then also the culture of juçara açaí. And then in addition to that, everyone's really, really nice and welcoming. But one challenge that I do foresee happening is to grow and expand juçara açaí across a region. After deforestation, kind of reforest the Atlantic region, would be there's a lot of banana cultivation, and so there will be some challenges convincing the farmers, convincing the indigenous peoples, and the region as a whole to not disrupt the banana production, but add the juçara açaí production as well on top of that.